And mothers are really what it's all about. I think mothers are actually what could fix everything. And so today I have brought in as our very special guest, the mother of all mothers, you guys. Our special guest tonight is a Memphis-born singer and songwriter who the Huffington Post has called bluesy and ballsy. And they have said she rips at the heartstrings of her packed houses. And pack the houses she does, y'all. She is part Mae West, part Dolly Parton, all Jewish and all amazing. Please welcome the Hebrew hillbilly herself, Shelley Fisher! Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, Langdon, how you doing? Thank you for having me on your great show.
Thank you, sweetheart. So happy. You walked in my door and sunshine came into this studio today. Truly.
Thank you. Right back at you.
You had me cracking up. I just kept saying, we have to actually start this show. You were making everybody laugh in here as we were doing the sound check.
Well, think of me as a laugh-rodesiac.
Can I say you are very sexy? You are Mae West and Dolly Parton, and then I don't know what else all rolled into one juicy roll.
Well, thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
Hey, all right. So listen, I want to tell the listeners you have a new show. It's the 50 Shades of Oy Vey, the Hebrew Hillbilly, which is your original solo musical play, and it's going to be running at the Santa Monica Playhouse. There's a special show on May 16th at 8 p.m.
That's
correct. Tickets are $35, and I want everyone to go. They can get tickets on Brown Paper Bag.
Well,
right?
it's brown paper tickets, but it's about the same thing. Exactly, and $35 is a bargain.
For you? Yes.
I mean, totally.
And you've got shows on Saturday the 11th, Saturday the 16th, Saturday June 13th, right?
Yeah, absolutely do.
All at Santa Monica Playhouse, 1211 4th Street, Santa Monica, California, y'all. All you SoCal bitches better go.
I love brown paper tickets, by the way. I love that there are different, like Ticket Web also. There are different outlets that are trying to, go against the monopoly that is Ticketmaster. So I'm glad to see. I try to support brown paper tickets anywhere.
Well, I agree with you because they do a nice job. And for those of us who are over a certain age, you can actually call a phone number, 800-838-3006. You get a live person, even speaks French.
I remember those days.
Exactly. And I do appreciate that. It makes it easier to purchase the tickets. And everybody who does purchase a ticket at brownpapertickets.com or call the number with the live person gets a reserved seat.
Oh, that's nice.
Up close and personal.
Oh, y'all. And let me tell you, when you see these photos, you need to go check Shelley out. I
like that she's pointing to her breast when she says personal.
HebrewHillbilly.com, y'all. Bring this music up a bit, Tony, because I want to get into this with Shelley.
Thank you.
That spells home to me. Yeah.
So now, you were born in Memphis, Tennessee.
Born and raised.
Wonderful home of blues music, of Southern music. And yet you were Jewish, and you talk about in your life and in your songs about this amazing, wonderful contradiction, and then you bring them all together into these stories, which I think is just incredible.
Thank you. You're so observant. Ladies and gentlemen, Langdon is so many different combinations of elements. He is beautiful, and he's a natural blonde, just like myself.
Oh, thank you.
And he's so intelligent and diverse. And I really do appreciate that. And mainly, he's from down south. I just learned from the great state of Louisiana, where they have the world's greatest seafood.
My family's actually from Bayou La Batterie. It is a bayou, and I have cousins, I'm sure, all up in Louisiana.
With shrimp boats in there.
My dad, my father's father, so my grandfather, Percy, owned a shipbuilding industry eventually, went from just shrimping to actually building ships, but every summer,
Did you
my
say
dad...
pimping?
No, not pimping, shrimping.
Oh.
Pimping is me and you.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
But my dad every summer would go out with his brothers and with his uncles, and they would go shrimping. That was how they made their money. My family was po.
Yeah, but that's where they get the po' boy sandwich from. So you see, you were just talking about, he is very intelligent, actually kind of controversial, different opinions I just noticed from your great team here on your show, and I think that's great.
Thank you.
That they still allow you to be on the air.
After all that, right?
Lord have mercy.
It was intense. I told you to buckle up. It'd be a roller coaster.
Exactly.
Right?
My show is a roller coaster ride.
Tell me about your show.
Well, it's a roller coaster ride through my Triple D journey. I just love these people. It's mostly men. The woman looks pretty good too up in here, but it's a celebration of diversity, dreams, and determination to never give up on yourself. And I also believe that you choose, how your life is going to be to the best of your ability. And in my case, being born and raised in Memphis, I had the choice to choose the blues and the Jews.
Did you choose Jewishness? Did you for a marriage, or were you born and raised in a Jewish family?
Well, my mother told me I chose it. What the hell am I going to do? We're supposed to be the chosen people, but basically, it's a true story. My daddy, I'll leave his name out. Y'all come to my show, you'll hear my whole story. My daddy escaped from Russia.
Wow.
Like many people back in the day who were persecuted, no matter what religion you were, because there was always political upheaval. Yep. I'm sorry to say that as positive as your attitude is, I think that maybe Krista's right.
Yay, I'm right.
Not just because she's a woman. It is very difficult to establish peace in the world unless you just spell it Piece.
Yeah.
That you can get a hold of pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. and I'm ready and willing.
I'll be ready to take you on.
Everybody leave. Everybody leave. Show is over.
Where were we?
I'm having a hot flash.
Okay. Well,
but how difficult it is. That there is always political upheaval, and that it seems like bad guys get in power and they do bad things.
That is something that you do have to just choose whether your glass is going to be half full, all full, or just plain awful.
Nice.
I mean, life is challenging, and what makes it fantastic is when you meet wonderful people like yourselves and your listeners who get kind of, where our kind of people are coming from. In my show, my goal is to do two things: entertain your ass and encourage you. Okay, so people come out of my show saying that they felt empowered to never give up on themselves and to embrace all cultures and all people that we're all a part of. And being born and raised in Memphis, I had such a rich history. My daddy did escape from Russia amidst the gunfire of the Bolshevik Revolution.
Wow.
He somehow got to Ellis Island, and I'm not going to tell you all of this, but he landed in Memphis, Tennessee. Because
that must have been a culture shock for him.
Oh,
right? Can you imagine for your father?
It must have been terrible. I mean, I think that it was so terrible that you made me into a serious mode here, but life is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
He never really overcame that terrible escape and the attempt at assimilation, and he died a very successful person at 45 years old.
So young. Shelley, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Well, we've all, had experiences like this.
Everyone has had tragedy.
Yeah.
I think we all fake it. We all put on our best mask every day, right? But that is why talking about this, I think, can be so helpful, because that's one of our commonalities. We all pee, poop, and cry.
And
We've all been heartbroken.
Tragedy makes us better people too. I'm completely convinced, especially if you're in the arts and entertainment industry. When you read biographies of people, the most successful, most memorable people in cinema, music, whatever the case may be, they're always the most awful childhoods. They're the most, they're abused, they're abandoned. So they're always trying to prove something. So I mean, it makes sense to me that happens.
You're listening to Langdon Nation After Dark on KCAA AM 1050, your place for great talk, CNBC News, NBC Sports in Southern California, and all around the world at kcaaradio.com.
Back to you, love. We
Love it.
got to pay those bills.
Oh, I'm so impressed with your sponsors.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I really want some flowers for my birthday. Did I tell you my birthday?
And your birthday's coming up.
Well,
May 13th. I didn't forget.
You may as well think of it as today, because the entire...
Tony, go get a cake. Michael, go get some flowers.
That's right, because the entire month of May is my birthday, celebrated, as my mama and daddy told me, in Memphis, Tennessee.
Now, I heard that the whole town, Memphis, celebrates your birthday.
Well, of course. I mean, when you come to see my show, you will see that not only Elvis was noted to become famous from Memphis, Tennessee.
A little
even though
bit.
He was from Tupelo, Mississippi. But you don't even know that you are looking right at the queen of rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, Shellley.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's right. Thank you.
Put on Down Home Diva.
Thank you very
Tony.
much. That's right. Thank you very much.
There are so many songs on your album. When I was putting everything together, and by the way, thank you for giving me a copy of your album. Rockin' in Memphis, you guys, is her new album.
And you're welcome, and thank you for having me on your wonderful show.
So I had the toughest time picking out what songs I actually wanted to pull of yours. So I'm just going to be telling Tony to pull some of my favorites. This is Down Home Diva.
That's right.
Let's give a little listen to that, and we'll come back in and chat in a second.
With cornbread and cleavage. And a little bit of grits on the side. Is that okay?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Shelley. Ow! She's shaking them on the couch.
Well, I'm a down-home diva. Ain't your ordinary girl.
Hell no. Hell no.
Said I'm a down-home diva, yeah. Ain't your ordinary girl.
You are cute.
Do it nice and easy, then I'm gonna rock your world.
I feel like I'm home.
Check this
Yeah,
out.
that's right. That's the point.
Well, one man on the left and one man on the right, and the one right here in the middle. You wanna stay all night, cause I'm a down-home diva. Woo! I turn you 50 shades of blue.
You know I will.
Down-home
Woman,
diva,
where did you get such soul? Where did your soul come from?
That's a great question. Well, I think that I have a tremendous heritage, as some people say that when you meet somebody you connect with, you knew them in another lifetime. And I don't want to get too philosophical, but I see that you do have that same bent. I think that I
Like
have...
you, we're very well-rounded.
Totally. Well, honey, in my case...
You're very well-rounded.
And thank you. In my case, nothing padded has been added on. So I don't know where I was in this conversation, but my heritage was indigenous to soul, because my father, my mother did truly come from Russian Jewish ancestry. My mama came from originally Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but she came to Memphis after she met my daddy. She was a singer, just like myself, and she was touring the South. She was also Al Jolson's cousin. So I do have quite a heritage of soul, when you get right down to it. And she told me, God rest her soul, that one of the main reasons that she came to Memphis, Tennessee when my daddy proposed was she heard she could have 2 yachts, a front yacht and a back yacht. And she said, hell, get me out of this rotten neighborhood. I'm living on the hill in Pittsburgh, PA. And my daddy did everything
Bring
he
me
could.
to the beautiful South.
That's it. Because I personally, Shelley Kingfisher, was conceived at the Peabody Hotel.
You actually know your mother told you where you were? That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm into it. It's in my show.
That is awesome.
No, I really have this affinity. I think most people... Have any of y'all been to Memphis and gone to the Peabody Hotel?
Heard about it and never have yet. I would love to be taken there.
South's grandest hotel. They got ducks in the lobby. Tennessee Williams wrote about them. You don't know about that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They got a duck palace on the roof. You see, you got to be nuts. I mean, I thought this is the end. That you were in high cotton if you went to the Peabody Hotel to the Skyway
High
roof.
cotton. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we have nothing like that really out here, because those places in this town, they're great, but they don't really, to me, they don't have the charm and the soul of our era. And
Isn't that one of the things? Is it just the era? Because sometimes I do feel like times have changed, Shelley. But is it just the era, or is it also just something, any problems aside, because we all know they're there, do you think there's just something amazing that is endemic to the South about charm and that special energy, that special slowness that can happen on a summer night when you're on a porch and you've got some drinks going around and you've got some good friends, the moth is flying around the light, and boom, you're just in a beautiful space because it is the South. Do you
well,
ever...
yeah, of course, you're from the South. I'm from the South. My other best girlfriend, we're getting ready to do a reality show. She's from Corinth, Mississippi. We get together. It's just like no time has passed because we are girls you adore, because we can talk to a door. We don't care. But it's the way it was down south. There was no strangers. Now, I'm not saying it was perfect, and you know that it wasn't perfect. But there's a certain beat, and I do believe that the music called the Memphis Shuffle, which is basically endemic to the drumming, that people do associate with Stax Records, and I had the opportunity to work with many great musicians from Stax Records, like
awesome.
Steve Cropper from Booker T. the MGs, Marvell Thomas, whose daddy was Mr. Rufus Thomas, who
Wow.
created Funky Chicken. My Bucket's Got a Hole in It. God, we're very esoteric down south, and my God, titles like that. You know, and then I wrote, "How can you say you're walking the dog when I know you're chasing the cat?"
Oh, let's play Chasing the Cat, Tony.
Thank
That's a
you.
great intro for Chasing the Cat.
With Mr. Ken Hirsch, I must say.
Do you think that the South, what are your favorite qualities about the South? If you just had to name them off to a list, maybe to say Mike, who's from the UK, he's a foreigner. How would you describe the South to him?
Well,
to
first
a
of all,
novice, a virgin.
Wherever I go, it's all right. But Memphis, you only get one hometown, so I don't really know if I can be completely objective. I think that there's a magic to the river that I've never experienced anything, honestly, like the majesty of Riverside Drive, sitting high atop the bluffs in Memphis, Tennessee, above the mighty, mighty Mississippi River.
Now, you know, my daddy would have said the river.
Well,
River and window. That's how my father spoke.
okay, but you know, Louisiana has a different brogue.
It does. Each area does. Alabama, North Alabama, South Alabama is very different from Georgia, from North Florida, from Tennessee. They're all very different. It's like the regionalisms in the UK or other.
Exactly. It's the question, would you be redneck or no neck? I mean, which do you choose? I just made that up, but you're inspiring me, Langdon. So I do think that there's
I would be happy to be your muse.
I love you. Really, why not? You know, you meet people for a reason, and
I
it sure
concur.
beats an ambulance accident. God
You know,
forbid.
I agree. And you know what rhymes with muse?
Lose.
No,
Blues.
abuse. I'm just saying you might want to whip me around a little bit. I might like it.
I'm just not going to comment on that mom thing. It's time.
Speaking of mom, let's come back to that actually,
Okay.
away from the naughty for a minute. Because,
Jeez.
Tony, turn that sound effect down. Jesus. I'm going to take that out of your bio. I'm going to take the well-timed sound effects line out of your bio. Right? Did that scare you? It scared the crap out of me.
It didn't scare me that bad. I'm used to stuff of this nature. Okay.
But part of your show at 50 Shades of Oy Vey.
It's really, can I, not to correct you, the show is The Hebrew Hillbilly. Okay, the descriptive term is 50 Shades
Oh, that's
of
your
Oy Vey.
tagline.
That's it. The
I
show is
gotcha.
The Hebrew Hillbilly, y'all, because the reason it's called that is because being that I was from a minority in Memphis, Tennessee at a certain time where it was not too cool to be a minority, as I'm sure some of y'all know, my first grade teacher, she called me up to the desk. She said, "Tell me something. Are you one of them Hebrew hillbillies?" So when we came up with a name for my show, my producer, who I met fortuitously, I'll give her a plug, Miss Deborah Earhart, who is the producer and creator of her own show called Jamaica Farewell, which is a tremendous play that's touring the country and is getting made into a movie even as we
yay.
speak. She said, "What names have you got in mind?" And I had many different names. For example, Tits, Grits, and the Cane. Thank you very much. Down Home Diva. Okay. Memphis Belle. Many different names. And she said, I think we should go with the Hebrew Hillbilly because she said, no offense to you personally, I don't think you're that famous. I said, thank you. Wow. No, but she said, in a town like Los Angeles, and I think that you choose to be honest with yourself.
Yes.
At least in some way, because your goal is to be able to reach as many people as possible. No matter how great you think you are in this great city of Los Angeles, there's somebody else that thinks they're just as great or better. And when you have 300 entertainment venues available for people on a weekly basis, your show has to have some kind of appeal.
It's got to stand out.
To some kind of a group. And thank God there are some Jewish people that do live in Los Angeles.
A few.
And all over the country that have come out to see my show. But I want to stress, you do not have to be Jewish to like my show.
Oh, we
My
can already
show-
tell from this music. Are you kidding? And from you.
Well, thank you.
This is mass appeal, literally.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that because in my life, I'm just being honest, my relationships reach out to absolutely everybody that I like. There is no group in particular that I am targeting. I like everybody who's a great person. That's it. So that I'm proud to say my friends and associates are really the rainbow of who lives in the United States, and particularly since I live in Los Angeles, Santa Monica area. I just love everybody who's a great person. And the best thing about this show is that I have been able to reach out to great people of all backgrounds, from everywhere. And most of them, the ones that don't feel that way, are not welcome to ever come back again. And loving my show, it is my journey, in a sense, of self-discovery. It's my journey of finding purpose beyond the Hollywood sign. Because most people who have come out to Los Angeles that weren't born here, we came out for fame and fortune.
We're
in my
trying
case,
to chase that dream.
exactly, the best thing that happened to me was getting knocked up. Well,
There you go. You became a mother yourself.
Exactly, and we all know that that's only half the word. Thank you for making me feel so comfortable. But I was so fortunate to just have this magnificent child. And there is something about you're a mom.
Yes,
That in my show I say, the day a baby's born, a mommy's born.
Yeah, because you weren't a mother before that.
Oh, I was
It
called
changes
that.
you.
I was called many things, but no, I was never the mother of a real living being that comes out of your body. And I'm sure if you adopt a child, you feel exactly the same way. But I was fortunate, and this child has been such a blessing. My mama from Memphis, Tennessee, basically, was the pivotal force that convinced me. Really, the last thing that I was thinking about was being a single mom. Hello. I come from what I consider to be a very respectable background in Memphis, Tennessee, and went to college and everything. I wasn't thinking about this. But my mother, she said to me, Shelley, until you love somebody more than you love yourself, you'll be doomed to a life of vanity and self-destruction.
She's so right. She's so right.
And when I heard it, because, we
Wise
can all
words.
go into that vanity pit. We're like, damn it, I don't need a facelift. I need a forklift. and my amazing PR guy, can I say this on the air?
Yeah.
Mike Pingle, he is great.
Rainbow Entertainment.
Totally great.
Love
And
Mike Pingle.
he gets me on these TV shows, and then I got to look at it. Woo, I'm so they can't see this today, right? They just feel it.
Yeah.
Because, I'm not that old. I mean, God's older. But
And you're killing everybody in this room right now with both your humor and your kindness. So, and own it. Own it, own
Thank
it, own
you.
it.
I
'Cause
really appreciate that.
every day we're aging, it's a blessing. We may not be happy about each new part that's sagging, right? There's things we can do about that.
Speaking of SAG, I'm a lifetime member of SAG.
Those are not sagging.
Well, I appreciate
Those
that.
girls are amazingly perky.
Well, they're real. I told you that. They may be.
I might ask to confirm in private. If that's, I'm a nurse by day, by the way, in case you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
It's true. I'm a nurse.
I need
RN, BSN.
Oh, I need to have you at my house. I need a nurse.
I'll give you anything you need. Bed,
You-
bath, massage.
And beyond? Mm-hmm. Now
Yeah.
they owe us money. and they
Oh my God,
sponsor us. Yeah.
You just came up with my tagline and my sponsor.
There you go.
Awesome. Somebody write that crap down.
Problem is, I
amazing.
can't remember what I say because I told you I have been called the mouth of the South. It is my gift.
You have the gift of gab. You do.
I love people.
Awesome.
I love to talk. If I do have a person to talk to, it's a plus. But if I don't, nobody cares. Once you get the rap going, it's all about the rhyme. And it ain't no crime to have the rhyme. like, I love y'all. You make me feel very, very comfortable. It's like I've had many different kinds of directors and the ones you like the best are people like yourself, Langdon, that sort of say, well, let me see what she can do before she hangs herself. Okay. And then bring you back in.
Yeah.
And I'm working on another show right now. I'm going to leave out the name because I don't want to get into it right now. But
great. It'll be just an excuse to have you back on the show officially.
Right. But we'll see how it's going to go.
I think you may have an untapped talent there. I think you may want to venture into a little rapping. Next recording venture, maybe do a little.
I already have a rap.
Oh,
you do?
Well, can I say that? Listen, it's show business. You got to be realistic. There's two categories. Hey, y'all, star and starve. Right. And I ain't never missed no meal. That's it. So my daughter Melissa, shout out to Melissa. She gives me an opportunity to have a Mother's Day. Well, anyway, I learned to have many different skills. I forgot I was talking about, but I was talking about something. What was it?
I don't even know now.
Talking about something?
It is so amazing. I think we went about rap. Did you?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I became a financial advisor.
Oh, that's right.
I know that'll freak you right out, but basically, for almost the last 29 years, I've been helping educators save retirement money, which has been a great thing. And I did write a tax rap. Should I do a little bit of it for you?
Absolutely.
Life is taxing, we all know. Got to make that money grow. You need more money, but there ain't no way. You don't know about a TSA. That's all I'm going. But I had a group called Shelley Sharks. We performed at financial conventions all over the country. It's not like I just went into showbiz by accident.
No, there was no accident.
No, thank God.
This was destiny.
Well,
True destiny.
Thank you.
So, I do not want to let you go, woman, but we have to go. We are on a tight timeline with KCAA Radio.
Anything with the word tight in it is good for me.
Amen. So, the listeners can find you on the Twitter at HILLBILLY Hebrew, right?
That's correct. And can I give you my website, too?
Please do. You can give me a lot more than that. But
HebrewHillbilly.com. Y'all can buy my CD at HebrewHillbilly.com or RockinInMemphis.com. Whatever you do, come see me May 16th. And happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers in the house. And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, woman. As we do the rollout today, I want everybody just to kind of say one or two amazing things that you got from your mother. What's something powerful that you got from your mother? And that will be our thank you to all mothers. And all moms all across the world that are listening. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day. And kids, you better buy them some flowers.
That's right.
You might as well do it from Pro Flowers and say Langdon sent you. Let me get a penny in there. So, Shelley Fisher, word or two to your mom of thanks. What did you get from that amazing woman? Because I know she's amazing.
Well, everything. And even though she's not, on the planet right now, she's in my heart and soul every minute.
Always
my mom's
are.
name was Frida. She was brilliant. She was an amazing singer. She was a comedian, and she could cook her head off. She loved pork. Being down south and Jewish, it was kind of weird, but she says, never mind, just call it a Jubacue. Y'all come see my show and find out more about my wonderful mother, Frida. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you so much.
Krista Garner.